Hi guys, this is Rosita Applebaum and I'm here with a tutorial on the look that I'm wearing right now, which is basically my everyday, well, when I wear makeup kind of day. And yes, I am wearing fake eyelashes, and I know a lot of girls are going to say that's a lot of makeup for every day, but like I said, I don't wear makeup every day, so I figure when I do wear makeup, I might as well go the whole nine. Like, I don't really like the whole, like, no makeup. I mean, it depends. Sometimes I do. It depends on the occasion, but I just like this look because it's very simple. It's really like focused on your cheeks and like contouring, and also on your eyes. Yeah, so I will list all the products down below, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi guys, this is Rosita Applebaum, and I'm gonna get started with MAC Fix Plus because my face was feeling a little bit dry after exfoliating. So I'm putting on Benefit Porefessional Primer mostly on my nose, just concentrating that on my nose and around my nose. My face is a little bit red right now, but that's okay. The Tarte Clean Slate Primer, I mainly focused that on the other sides of my face, so like on my cheeks and on my forehead, just to fill in some pores and make my foundation look a lot more flawless. I am also putting on some chapstick. That's the Rosebud Salve. Then I'm going in with my Lancome foundation. I'm in the color Bisque, and I am using a beauty blender, and I use about 3 pumps of this. And at first you're going to see it's a little bit yellow, but I like that yellow tint. It does really match my neck perfectly in person. So I am just pouncing the beauty blender all over my face, just kind of bouncing it on my face using the bigger side and getting into the cracks and crevices of my face. This is the Taint Miracle Skin Foundation. It leaves a flawless finish, and I like using it with a beauty blender because it just blends really nicely. For my eyelids, because they get greasy, I'm just taking a MAC brush. It's just like a shader brush. You can use any brush for this, and I'm using my Banana Bentonite powder. This is going to absorb the oils from my eyelids because they get very, very oily, especially when I put foundation on them. So I'm just spreading this all over my eyelid because it also helps any like shadow, like I'm going to use for my highlight and my eyeliner, stay on better. Then I am doing my cat eyeliner, my typical wing liner. I'm trying to show you guys the best as I can. Sorry, I'm like super duper close to the camera, but I'm using the L'Oreal 24/7 Ultra Slim eyeliner. It's a felt tip and it's really black, and I love this one. It's in the color black, and I just love the way that it's so thin that you can create like a really thin line. So I have a really long clip of my eyeliner, so I really wanted to show you guys how I did it. I mean, it really changes every day. Sometimes I like a really long line, sometimes I like it thick, sometimes I like it thick and long. Like, it really just depends on how extreme I want it that day. Today I'm not going for anything too crazy. I want it long but thin. I'm not going for a very thick look because I'm just going to be putting on some thin eyelashes on top, and just don't want it to look too extreme and dramatic. So I start off in the middle, and then I just extend one line, and then I build on it. I don't just do it all in one shot. Like, I do short strokes, and if you mess up, it's okay. You can just grab a Q-tip and clean it up with some makeup remover. So yeah, you can see I kind of make it straight, and then I just wing it out a little bit more. I don't really angle it too much. My wing kind of goes straight out, which that's just the look I like. Okay, so now my eyebrows. I'm using this Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil, and I have a tutorial on this. Like, you guys have been asking for an updated brow. This day I just wanted something light. I'm not using my eyebrow kit. My brows are pretty cleaned up right now. Like, I just got them done a couple days ago. So there's not much that I have to do. I just kind of do this to enhance the color just a little bit and fill in any like sparse areas. But this day I'm not going too crazy with my brows. Just the Brow Wiz, just one product, and just on the edges of my brows, like on the outside edges. So that's that. Now I'm taking Urban Decay 24/7 liner in Perversion. It's a 24/7 one, and I love this pencil for tight lining because it doesn't transfer to my bottom waterline, and it looks really crazy doing this, but I've been tight lining for so long that it's so easy for me. And I also put it a little bit like near my lashes just to make it a little bit more black. I'm putting one coat of mascara because I'm going to be putting on false lashes. This helps them blend together a lot easier. This is the telescopic Carbon Black mascara. You can use any mascara because we're going to be hiding our natural lashes with eyelashes. So it's okay to use like an older mascara or like one that you don't like so much because it doesn't really matter. So just one thin coat all over your lashes. The lashes that I'm going to be using are by Kiss. They're the Eye Envy KPE10. I really love them, and I already used these once. I normally use my eyelashes 1 to 3 times max, so I'm just taking off the glue by just picking it off, and I'm using Duo Adhesive Glue. This is the dark one. I love the Revlon one, but it got really messy, so I threw it out. So I'm just going back to my Duo Glue, and I'm putting a thin strip along the whole band. And I love these lashes because they're just like my Demi Lovies, which are also my favorites by Ardell, which a lot of you girls ask me which ones I've been wearing in my recent pictures if I'm wearing lashes. And it's either Demi Lovies by Ardell or Demi Wispies by Ardell. So here I'm just applying them with a tweezer. I find that it's way easier, and I mainly just put them down and then adjust them. Like I usually put the front first and then just adjust the back and then just make sure they're really secure on my lash line. Sometimes I'll like pinch them in just to make sure they don't like fly off, but recently like they haven't been coming off. Sometimes I used to have that problem, but now I'm like triple checking to make sure they're really adhered. So you wait a couple seconds before applying them so that the glue could get tacky. So I just blow on it a little bit and then put them on. Now I'm using my Sephora Pro Contour number 74 brush. I love this brush, and I'm using Hoola by Benefit. It's a bronzing powder. It's a matte. It's pretty dark compared to my color right now, but that's okay. I'm going to blend this out. So I'm just contouring by sucking in my cheeks, and I always do my temples because I really like the way it looks. Like I don't feel complete if my temples aren't bronzed. I don't know. I've just become obsessed with it. Like I can't not do it. So I go also on my hairline, and now I'm doing a little bit more. This is just like bronzing up more than just contouring. This is L'Oreal True Match powder. It's a foundation powder in the color Cocoa. It's one of the darker shades, and this brush is like a random brush from Walmart. I got it in Florida like 3 years ago, and I broke the handle, and I just like love this brush. It's super soft. It's like from a Walmart brand, and I'm like obsessed with it. I really want to go to Walmart, but there's no Walmarts close to me, but I want to go get another one and actually not break the handle. But I actually don't mind the handle broken because I can fit it in my makeup bag. Okay, so now I'm just going to be applying MAC powder. This is the MSF, the natural powder in Light Plus, and I'm putting this on basically everywhere except the bronzed areas. This is just to kind of control some oil, and I am fixing my eyeliner a little bit because after you put on your lashes, you kind of want to go over the glue on the band and fix the wing if you have to. So I'm using the same eyeliner and just kind of extending it a little bit because the eyelashes will alter the way that your eyeliner looks. So sometimes it'll hide your wing, so you just want to put a little bit more on. Then I'm blending my fake lashes and my real lashes with the Lorac Pro Mascara. It's a huge brush. I really like it because it's very dark, and that's what I love. And now I'm going in with this palette. It's actually a L'Oreal Color Riche palette in the color Cup of Joe, and I'm using the darkest shade under my eye, and this is a Eco Tools shader brush. And I used to use Saddle under my eye, but I noticed that it was a little bit too red when I'm pale like this, so I like this brown because it's a very true brown. I love it. And I forgot to put on concealer before. I usually put concealer before the shadow, but that's okay. So I'm taking this concealer, and it is the Age Rewind by Maybelline. My color is light pale, and I am blending it with my beauty blender. This is just using the other side, which is like the thinner side, trying not to go too deep into the shadow, but that's okay because I'll just reapply it, the brown. Usually I do this right after I put on my eyelashes. So yeah, just make sure that's blended out. And we'll reapply the bronzer because I like to blend my concealer upwards towards my hairline to create more definition. And now I'm taking Laura Mercier setting powder in translucent, and I am putting that also like everywhere but my contour just to control oil and to just make it look a lot more flawless and blended. So this brush that I'm using, I love it. It's the Real Technique Samantha Chapman. The name wore off, but it's just like a big fluffy brush. This is the blush brush by Samantha Chapman, and love it. I'm using NARS Orgasm Blush. It's a very pinky. I've been like falling in love with it more and more. It's very natural compared to what I used to do, but I find that I actually like it. this way because sometimes I look like a crazy clown with so much like red on my cheeks. This is my favorite setting brush by Real Techniques, also Samantha Chapman. You can find these at Ulta. My favorite brush for setting my concealer, and I'm using Bare Minerals Well Rested. It is also a concealer. It is a powder concealer. This is the only way that I can use this without it looking cakey. This is the setting brush. I love it. So yeah, I'm applying the brown again because it kind of got hidden with all that concealer. Today I'm not going for a too crazy highlighted look, just, you know, brightening up, but not too much like I do sometimes at night. Applying some bottom mascara, L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara to my bottom lashes. I know you guys like make fun of me of how I put on my mascara and how I put on my lipstick, but it's just what works for me. That was Wet n Wild's Bare It All lipstick. I love it. And this is a little bit more blush. This Chroma palette is just like a random palette that my mom won. It just has like a really bright pink blush and I love it. Also using the Cup of Joe again with the white shadow and putting that in the inner corners of my eye. Blending everything out one last time with a big e.l.f. brush, and NARS Albatross highlight with a tiny little e.l.f. brush just on the points of my cheeks. And that is the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this really simple look, and I will be seeing you in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.